me ask you about, I'm here in the U.S. and the conversation in the U.S. We just had the Durham report come out, which was talking about, potential connections between the Trump campaign, to some extent the Clinton campaign several years ago. How have you found the conversation, let's say whether you're speaking to the creative community or just Americans in general, about how we see Putin? Do you feel like there is an adequate understanding of what's at risk?
Some people do understand, some don't really. I just got involved this morning in Twitter conversation with someone who really praises Putin and praises Russia as an alternative to American, which is always surprises me. It always comes from American leftists or sometimes American far right. And I remember it really struck me the first time during my conversation with Noam Chomsky, who I greatly adore, and he's really a hero of mine otherwise. But years ago, when Putin just started his invasion in Ukraine, it was 2014, I interviewed Noam Chomsky, and Professor Chomsky told me that, well, Putin is evil, and I'm not quoting, this is the meaning of what he told me, that Putin is evil, but America is evil, and somebody has to stop it. And I was just like, wait, you cannot talk in this intellectual abstract terms about amount of suffering, pain, blood, death that Putin brings to us. And I believe that everyone should just understand and hear our voices that are saying out and loud that Putin is an absolute evil, it's cancer, he's disastrous to our whole planet, and he has to be stopped. And you cannot really dismiss our sufferings by some sort of intellectual game of trying to find centers of power, whatever. I'm real and alive person, and I went to jail absolutely for nothing. My relatives were poisoned with a nerve agent. My father of my daughter was poisoned with a nerve agent by an actual and very real person who is a war criminal today, and he has to be stopped.
Was that within Russia, or was that poisoning, did that take place outside of Russia? The nerve agent poisoning?
In Moscow.
In Moscow. In Does it make any difference to you, Nadya, whether Donald Trump is in office or not? Because, he is obviously going for the presidential spot again. And what difference would it make if he returns to the Oval Office?
Want to be happy. I made a music video, Make America Great Again, right before Trump was about to be elected. He was running for president at the time. And go see the video to see my attitude towards Trump. I do not love him. And no, I'm not going to be happy if he's going to become a president.
I don't know if there's anything else that you want to say in terms of what's on your radar right now. Again, I know that it's even the situation in Ukraine. It doesn't look like there's any end in sight, and there continues to be support. But how do you feel about the state of what's going on there?
I feel incredibly hopeful for Ukraine. I think each of us should help Ukraine as much as they can, and there is no action that is too small. And sometimes you feel like you cannot help anything if you're not there, or if you don't have a lot of resources, you don't have fame or power, but there is something you can do. And I really hope that the world is going to keep supporting Ukraine with very practical things such as weapons. I'm really afraid of the West forgetting about Ukraine, or just getting tired and asking for immediate peace negotiations. I think it's criminal because it was Putin who started this really criminal, unjust, bloody disaster on the territory of Ukraine. He has to leave. He has to give back what he stolen from Ukraine. He has to give back Crimea. Every single territory that is occupied today has to go back to Ukraine. And after that, the war will stop.
So, Nadya, tell me about what else is coming up on your agenda where people can see you or participate in what Pussy Riot is doing.
There is Pussy Riot's solo show, Putins Ashes, is coming up. It's going to open on June 30th in New Mexico, Santa Fe, in a gallery called Container. There will be also a performance that we want you to join. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. And really, the reason why I keep doing it, I keep running around with Putin's Ashes, because I want to show him and I want to show the whole system that supports Putin that I'm not scared, and they're not going to be able to easily silence me.
Great. I hope people will join us for that. Thank you for joining us.